Hello everyone, welcome to our January virtual card class. Hi, I'm Michelle Litwiller with Owl Star Stampers, and I have an amazing class for you today. We'll get started in just a second. So when you hop on, say hi, let me know that you're here, and or if you're watching the replay, I'd love to see that. If you're watching over on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel as well and give the video a thumbs up or a comment as well. All right, I see some of you hopping on, so that is always very exciting to know I'm not just talking to the computer screen. And all right. Hi guys. All right. Hi Dawn. Hi Melanie. Okay. Well, I have a really great class today using all new products from the catalogs. I'm so excited. And I will show you those cards and what all we're going to do in just 1 second. I was like 3 minutes late. I could not find on the camera the thing to go live, and I had to run to the bathroom real quick too. So it has been a very, very busy day today, but exciting, very exciting. All right, so today the catalogs are officially live, so you can order out of the new mini catalog, and you can also start earning new Sale-A-Bration products from the brochure, and I can even show you the inside of them. So if you are over or subscribed to my YouTube channel, I did videos where I walked through both of these catalogs. So if you want to watch those, feel free. They're over there on the YouTube channel, Owl Star Stampers. I pointed out maybe some things that you might have missed, some things I didn't catch right away. And so anyway, that's exciting. So today, just like I always do, I have a card class for you. And today we have 4 different cards using 4 different stamp sets or bundles. You can always substitute and stamp anything that you want if you don't have the exact stamps that I'm using, or you can purchase them. So I'll show you what I'm going to use, but we have 4 adorable cards we're going to make today, and you have the option you can just watch and have fun. And then if you would like to get the make and take packet, I'm going to tell you in just 1 second how you can get this. So this is what the make and take packet will look like shipped to you. So you will get the card pieces to you and the ribbon, but not any of the twines. I'm just guessing that you're going to have that, because that is really hard for us to cut and put in there. So I will send you any ribbon, but you'll need your own twine, which I used white and then linen thread. But anyway, you'll get all the designer paper, and if it's any basic shape, we will cut that for you to die cut that ahead of time. So this is what it'll look like. How you get this is you need to use the host code right here. Here's my new host code. If you're on my email list, there's even a direct link that you can just click that link and it'll add it to you. So $35 will get you this. Now, what you're going to want, believe me, is you're going to want to get your order up to at least $50, because then you get to pick something amazing out of here. You're going to get the make and take packet, but then guess what? I'm going to send you one of my favorite new embellishments, and it's worth $8. It's these right here. Do you see how pretty these are? These are called the Opaque Adhesive Backed Gems. So you're going to get a full package of these with every $50 order as well. So you're going to want to just get out a pen and pencil, start making your wish list if you haven't already. And if you already ordered this morning, then you're already in it anyway. Now, in this book, there's also some items that you can get with a $100 order. So this really pretty pack of paper that I featured last week, we made this bag. So there's that. And then there is a stamp set over here. There's a really pretty stamp set. So there are some things that you can earn for $100. Or maybe you want the adorable owl stamp set free with a $50 order, and you want this stamp set or whatever you want. You know, you can, any $50 you spend, you get an item here for free. Or you can get the 100. So however you want to do it. And Sale-A-Bration runs January 5th through February 28th. And every week in January, I'm going to come to you with a class where you can get the make and take sent to you for free. So every week. So this is week 1. And so week 1 though is a whole bunch of stuff because the catalog just went live. I want to give you a taste of everything. So let's like dive right in and get started. I am just really excited to be here with you guys. And yeah, it's going to be a great day. I was up really late with my husband getting all the emails and marketing stuff finalized. So today's been I feel like today it should be time to go to bed already, but it's only noon here in Michigan right now. All right, but now I get to have a lot of fun in creating with you. I'm going to put the host code back up at the end, so if you need it again, I'll put it back up. And hello to all of you that are on here with me. So tonight my son has a basketball game. See, I'm supporting our local school. And so I'm doing the live now. You may or may not see me later tonight. I'm not going to promise anything, but just be on the lookout. I might. All right. I'm going to point the camera down and we're going to get started. All right. I think I need to lighten it up just a tad, my light. One sec. Okay. So, again, this is the gift, thank you gift I'm going to give everybody. Again, I need you to use a host code or my link so that you get this. Now, if your order goes over $150, as long as you select me as a demonstrator, you can get the Stampin' Rewards and I'll still send you all my freebies. And also, the other thing I forgot to add is you have until Sunday to get your orders in. I wouldn't wait till Sunday, but that's when I'm going to cut it off to get your orders in to get in on this week's class. Okay, again, this is how your packet will come. And then I will also email you the tutorial for the directions for these cards with all the step-by-step directions. Okay. So our first card is right here on top, and we are going to be using the Country Bouquet stamp set. Now this does have a coordinating punch right here, and I cannot wait to use this in some Valentine's stuff. And so I will be doing a Valentine's Day stamp camp, so you can be looking for that soon. And anyway, you can find this in the beginning of your catalog. So here's kind of on page 8 and 9. But over on page 10 is where you're going to see the stamp set and the punch. And it's $37.75. Today I'm just using the stamp set only, but I've been using the punch a lot already. And then I'm also using the paper down here. I'm actually going to be using both of these packs of paper today. But the one we're using first is called the Country Floral Lane. And it's a 12 by 12 stack of paper. And it looks like this. And this is the pattern we're using today with the little hearts. And then look at this. I'll show you some of the paper. I think we all love paper. Okay, here is this paper here where you can punch, the punch will punch out this perfectly. And so that's really cool. There's some stripes on the back of that. And then this one has, you can't probably see it, but those are tiny little hearts, not polka dots. and then little florals, and then like a diagonal stripe. And then isn't this one so cute with the little bicycles, and then they have little flowers in the front and the back. And then that piece there, that's the back of it, little hearts with the petal pink. And then this one with the hearts. And then this has little subtle hearts and X's and O's. So really pretty pack of paper. So anyway, that's the paper. All right, let's get to the card. So for this card, I need Sweet Sorbet ink, and I used Pear Pizzazz. So these are the colors that I chose. And here's this. All right, so card number 1. We have a thick white card base. We're just going to fold this in half. You can always refer back to the video too if you get the make and takes and you ever wonder like how I did something, or the directions. The videos always get posted on my YouTube channel. Okay, this is just a piece of Sweet Sorbet, 5 1/4 by 4. And then our designer series paper that will be cut is 5 by 2. So we're just gonna glue that down over there. Let me grab my glue. Whenever a new catalog launches, it's very exciting. Whenever it's Sale-A-Bration though, it's like we have Christmas all over again for us stampers. So much fun. All right, so I have this on here now, just like that. So this is a card that I'm making. You could use it for Valentine's Day. You could use it for like a anniversary, or just to tell somebody you love them. Again, you can change the sentiments around than what I'm going to use. Then we have this put down like that. Now, the 2 pieces you'll have die cut for you already will be these 2. This is just a little banner from the Stylish Shapes, and then this is a deckled rectangle just cut out in basic white. And so we're going to stamp on this, and I did actually grab my stamping pierce mat. So we're going to put these here, and these probably don't look like much, but they like layer together to make this beautiful heart. So that's what we're going to do. And but the first, I guess I'll do the heart. I don't know if there's a better like what you should do first or not. Okay, you could also use a different green. I'm using Pear Pizzazz. You could use Old Olive, you could use Garden Green. I mean, we have a lot of different shades of green that you could pull out. I'm glad you like this set, Jamie. Hi, Debbie. Hi. Oh, your name's just flashed away. I was going to say hi to a few of you that I saw, but thank you all for joining me this afternoon. Okay, so here's this is like the leafy, the greenery, I'll say. Make sure I do it straight. Am I even straight on here? I don't even know. Hopefully. Okay, there's this. Okay, so this is what it looks like so far. Then we're going to do our flowers and the little hearts. So let me peel this off. Thanks for joining. Okay, then we have this one right here. And then this we will stamp in. Let me make sure I didn't. Sweet Sorbet. So the Sweet Sorbet is one of our newer-ish in colors. Yesterday I went live and I did paper pumpkin alternatives, and I did an unboxing of our new mini machine, the Boho Blue machine. I'm going to show you that again in a second, but okay, I got this inked up, and then what you'll do is this just layers right over and you can fill in. And I've only done this one time, so I don't know if it's easier to do it the other way or not. And maybe I should have practiced that because I'm don't want to mess it up. So if I get quiet, it's I'm concentrating for a second. Okay, I committed. Okay. Okay. Oh, look at that. Isn't that so cool how that just goes into this beautiful flower, like heart. All right. Now we're going to take our words, and I think the words, the font here is just really, really pretty. So at the top, we're going to stamp just wanted to say. So I have my ink pad right here. Okay, so we're going to stamp that right here. And then on our little banner here, I'm going to I was going to say type. I'm not going to type anything. I'm going to stamp. But I'm going to stamp I love you. But you could have it say, I just wanted to say Happy Valentine's Day. You could have it say, I just wanted to say I love that we are friends. Or I love you. Or you could have it be a for you, and then this one says with love. So there's a lot of different options. This isn't just a Valentine's Day stamp set, so that's why I really like it. All right. Okay, so now I'm pulling that off, and then I'm going to pull in my card base. I'm going to close up my ink pad. And we are going to find some dimensionals in my mess here. I know you probably can't believe my table's a mess. If you've been following me, it's probably no surprise. Or if you happen to help out or be in my studio, I can be very, very clean and organized, and I can also be a hurricane. All right. So we're going to take this, put your dimensionals on the back, and then we're going to put this on here like so. And then I have some mini dimensionals. Did you know we have mini dimensionals? We also have black dimensionals. I use those a lot with the dark colors. But I'm going to take the mini and put them behind the I love you, because it's kind of a little skinny piece. And then I'm going to put this right here. All right, now we're going to bring in our beautiful gems. Again, I'm giving everybody that orders at least $50, not only the make and takes, but a whole package of these. And there's a whole lot of these in here. Now, the colors in here, the catalog says they are Gorgeous Grape, Melon Mambo, Fresh Freesia, and White. So, but sometimes you can get them to coordinate with other ones. Now, I think if you could take the Melon Mambo, and they are going to coordinate pretty well with this Sweet Sorbet. But what I did, because maybe I'm not weird, but I like everything to be super matchy-matchy. I took my dark Sweet Sorbet Stampin' Blend, and I'm just going to go over the Melon Mambo, and it's just going to make it a hint darker, just a little bit. And so I'm doing one of each size, the bigger one, the medium one, and then up here, the flap kind of hides a whole chunk of them, but there's a lot more under there. I'm going to do one of the really little ones. And just be careful with your marker tips. Don't be, what is the word, abrasive or harsh with them. Just gently color them, then let it dry for a second. And then we will take, remember how I'm always looking for my take your pick tools? Well, here's two, not one, but two. So they all came crashing into me today. Okay, I'm going to take these now. I'm going to put one down here and one up here. And then I'll put a medium one over here. And this is going to be our card. Oh, Jeannie just ordered this today. How fun. So here's our first card. I just wanted to say I love you. And then if you wanted, you could still stamp Happy Valentine's Day in the inside, or you could leave it plain, or you could stamp Happy Anniversary, or you could just write a message on the inside. But this is our first card. I just thought it's so pretty with that stamp, and it really features this, how they layer together anyway. So that's our first card for today. Let me know what you think of that one. And this with the little red hearts, little sweet sorbet, is like my favorite piece of designer series paper in that pack. I love that piece, so I'm willing to chop it up and give it to all of you that order. This one, I just cut my paper the other way so it stands up that way. It took a really nice photo when I did my photo, but this one, you'll get yours this way so it won't get bent in shipping. All right, card number 1 is done. All right, for our second card, we're going to be using the Share a Milkshake bundle. And if you've been watching me the last few days, we made this incredible bag last week with some of the Sale-A-Bration paper and this coordinating card. So if you missed that, go over to YouTube and check out this video. It's a really easy project to make and so adorable. And you can decorate the front with anything, but we did use this Share a Milkshake bundle. And also, just a quick reminder, Card Club is using this bundle as well. If you're in my Card Club, you have until the 10th to join if you're not, and we are making the cutest cards ever with this bundle. So I always give you extra ideas. So I did the bag, and today we're going to make another card here. So you're going to get another idea yet today. So let me grab the packet for this one right here. So for this card, you're going to want sweet sorbet. We're going to want early espresso, and I used polished pink. So these are the colors that I'm using for today, for this card anyway. Oh, and then crumb cake or Sahara sand. I don't know where my crumb cake is. Oh, I do, but I think, no, I am using crumb cake. So here's crumb cake. Okay, so pull out your pieces. So this one you will get a piece of this white crinkle ribbon because I'm going to use that. And then you will get a scrap piece of white because you're going to have to stamp and die cut some pieces. We will do the little milkshake holder. We'll die cut that for you. And then there's going to be a circle, a little strip, and then these pieces here. Now this paper is amazing paper. If you are in the Card Club, you're going to get a full pack of this country gingham paper. Now, I'm going to show you where it is in this bundle right now, because now I can show you, I forgot I can show you inside of the catalog. So this bundle is up towards the front too. It's on page, well, the paper right here is on page 4, or it's number 4, it's on page 9. It's $12, and this pack is 6 by 6, and you get 48 sheets. So it comes like this, and it has sweet sorbet, petal pink, mint macaron, and balmy blue. It's just an awesome pack of paper. So this is included in the Card Club this month, a whole package of that. And then on page 12 is where you're going to find the Share a Milkshake bundle. Now the bundle is $44, and you get the dies and the stamp set. So that's where that bundle is. Now, don't be like me. Both of these papers, so remember, this is a paper we used on card 1. It's called Country Floral Lane. This is called Country Gingham. Don't accidentally order like 75 packs of the wrong paper like I may have done this morning. Yes, not 7, 75, but that's okay. But that's where you will find the Milkshake bundle in this really pretty paper. So you'll get a piece that measures 4 by 3. And we're going to layer that to a piece of Sweet Sorbet that's 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. Apparently Sweet Sorbet is the color of the day because I used it twice already. All right, so we're just gonna layer this down, and then you're gonna take the piece of ribbon I give you. This is ribbon from our annual catalog. I just wanted just regular white, and this is the only white we have other than baker's twine. We do have that sparkle white, but so anyway, I'm using this, and I'm just gonna tie a bow to the side real quick. Okay. And then we're gonna do a little stamping. Okay, so there's that. Where do my scissors go? Right here. So you'll tie your little bow, and then I just attach this right flat to my card. If you wanted, you could pop it up with dimensionals, but the Milkshake is going to be popped up, so I just put this down flat on my card, and I'm just going to center it, and I'm going to make sure my bow is right on the side and in the middle. Okay, so now we got that done. Okay, let's do a little bit of stamping. I'm going to bring in my little mat, and on your scrap piece of paper, you're going to want to stamp. We're going to stamp a little spoon. Like, how cute is this set? There's a spoon, there's straws. You can make the straw solid. You can make them with stripes. There's little hearts. All the different things. It's really fun. Okay, so what we need is we're going to do this piece, and then we're going to do this piece, and then I need the spoon. Okay, I already went ahead and did 2 pieces in the Sweet Sorbet already. So one of the little like ice creams, and then I did the little cherry, and I die cut that already just to save a few pieces and time. But then we need another one of these in polished pink. So I'm gonna ink this up and stamp that there. And then we're gonna need a smaller little piece in the early espresso. So this is like my little chocolate ice cream. And then we'll do our spoon. And I wanted the spoon to be like those wooden spoons. I'm sure some of you know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to take that in the crumb cake and stamp the little spoon. Yay, Nancy just joined. I got to spend time with her last night. How fun to see you on here. I'm glad you were able to hop on, Nancy. And thank you all of you who are here. We have, looks like 42 people. I wasn't sure because, you know, I normally go live in the evening. Okay, so now we're going to take our, so if you got we have a deal going on right now where you can join Stampin' Up! And get this amazing mini boho blue machine. This is a machine I showed you guys yesterday and did an unboxing. So I'm going to use it, but I'm going to use my old plates because I used the new plates yesterday. You get brand new plates. They're crystal clear. They're beautiful. I'm just going to use my old ones because they're still working right now. But you can get this machine, plus you get to pick $175 of products of your choice, plus so you get that plus the machine. When the machine's a $63 value, and you pay only $129, and you can get this. So if you have any questions about that, I posted it also on this page earlier, but just let me know. I can help you. I this is gonna swirl around, so I'm gonna do one at a time. I thought I could do more, but I should have known today's not gonna be my day. All right, put this on and run this through. So if you don't want the blue, you can get the white one, the original white one, for the same deal. It just will come white. Or maybe you're like me and you already have the white and you want the blue too. That's okay. You can do that also. Or if you do not want the machine for some reason, which that's okay, you can just join and you can pick out $175 worth of products and you just pay $129. So there's 3 different options I just shared with you. So I would love to have you join Stampin' Up. There's no obligations. However, I think you might get hooked and you'll love our team and you're going to stick around, but you don't have to. But we want you to if you do. But of course, that's all up to you. Okay, so there's my spoon, and now I'm going to do the last little ice cream here. And I have it right over here because we are already prepping for my card club. This is like stuck. So see this little tray here? We're already doing some of the pieces anyway. All the stamp pieces you have to stamp and die cut yourself. But like we're cutting this out for one of the cards, I think. So you will need this bundle if you're in the card club to go. Or you can just hand cut them out too. You could hand cut these shapes, but I highly recommend it because it's so cute. I've also been making a lot of cards with this, so I just have all these dies out because I can't stop playing with this set. It's so cute. All right, we're done with the machine for right now. So let's assemble our card. The dies also come with this to make like a little waffle like background, and then this little waffle cone too. You run it through and then it folds and it has this cool like texture, and so that you only get if you get the dies. There's also some additional little hearts and stuff, so a really great bundle. Anyway, I'm trying to sell you on the bundle. Hopefully I'm doing a good job. Okay, I'm gonna bring in my card. The last thing we need to do, though, is stamp the word. And I'm going to stamp Celebrate because I want this to be more like for a birthday card. And, excuse me, you can use a crumb cake or you can grab soft suede, which is what I have the little thing cut out of. So I grabbed another ink pad, soft suede, but you could use the crumb cake if you wanted. We're gonna stamp this over here, and now we're done stamping. Let's put our card together. See, Nancy has both machines. You wanna be like Nancy. All right. Okay, so how I put my little ice cream little pieces together is the first thing I did is I took my little sweet sorbet ice cream and I put it on with a dimensional. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to put it over on this side. So when you cut that out, do you see that little slit there? It does the slit so that you can take your straw or the spoon and slide it in. Who thought of that? That is like so clever and cute. So don't put your adhesive and stuff over that because you're going to want to put your spoon or your little slit thing in there or your straw. So I have the dimensional on the other side, and then I'm going to stick this on the top like so. So there we have that. But I mean, that's really cute, but we want more, right? So then we're gonna take the little chocolate one and I'm gonna add a little adhesive to the front at the bottom. And then we're gonna take this and I'm going to angle it over this way, like that. Okay. And then I'm gonna take the pink one and kind of pop it up like this. So I'm going to add, you can add glue to the back or to the front of this one. So I'm going to take this one now, and where that little slit is, I'm going to kind of hide it so you won't see it. But if you wanted, you could, you know, add another spoon or add like a straw or however you wanted, if you wanted more than one. Okay, so I think it needs to go down just a tad, or maybe not. Trying to get it to look like the other one. Okay, so there we go. There's our this one. Okay, so there we have that. Now I'm going to take this circle. This is about a 2.5-inch circle, and I'm going to just stick this on. I gotta get this straight here. Stick this on straight, and then I'm going to, on the bottom here, I'm going to put this on. Linda just said she wants ice cream for lunch. Well, Linda, you can have that. You're in Florida. It's probably warm. It probably would be nice to have ice cream for lunch instead of Michigan, where it's like, I can't say it was snowing earlier. I don't know if it's stuck, but ice cream for lunch would be fun. All right, I'm going to put this down. Again, I just added my adhesive and put this here. And then we can't forget our little cherry that we stamped and die cut. And I'm going to put that on with a little mini glue dot. What's your favorite ice cream? That's a great question to ask. Do you guys have a favorite ice cream? I'm trying to think what mine would be. I don't eat a lot of it. The dairy kind of hurts my stomach, so I try not to eat it very often. So there's that. But the dairy-free like ice cream that they have is actually not bad. I think it tastes really good. I don't miss it. It's made with like other stuff. Okay, I'm going to take our sentiment. I try not to eat that very often either, because although it doesn't have dairy, it still has sugar. All right, so here we have our little sentiment here, and now I'm going to just pop that in over here. Okay, I see coffee chocolate chip. Oh, that sounds good. And then I see Joanne said chocolate peanut butter, and Linda said vanilla, so I can make it any flavor. Well, that's pretty smart. Yeah. My kids, I'll tell you what my kids' favorite are, because they love ice cream. They like Moose Tracks and the cookie dough. Those I think are my kids' two favorites. Okay, so there we have that. I used to like, when I was a kid, my favorite was Mackinac Island Fudge. I thought that was really good. Now I like more like fruity type flavors, I feel like. Okay, we're going to grab our gems. Now remember, you get these free with all your orders that are 50 and over. And so I'm going to, again, this time I'm just going to take the sweet sorbet ones, or not, the melon mambo type ones, and stick them on. And because I have pink in here too, I think it works great. You could take your blend and color it like I did earlier. This one I'm not. I'm just going to stick them on and call it a day. I think it looks good. Oops, I wanted the little one. I'm going to put, and you could even put some of these little dots on your little ice creams too if you wanted. I'm going to put the other one right there actually. I did not do that on my other card, but I'll show you it. So here is this card. Right here, here's our second card using the Celebrate or Share a Milkshake. Now on this card, I showed you how you can, I use the iridescent pastel gems that are included in our card club this month. And these are like the ones that are kind of like orange but take on red. So that's why I love our embellishments. You can coordinate them with other ones if you want as well. So there is our second card. Pistachio. Oh, Veronica, that sounds so good. When I was in Rome in Italy, we had, it's not called ice cream over there. What is it called? But I got the pistachio. It was so amazing. So amazing. We were there for a Stampin' Up trip. We went on, anyway, it was so good. That when you said pistachio, that reminded me. Okay, our third card. Let's get this. Come on, I'm sorry, my camera, I bumped my camera. Why can't I think of what that stuff is called? It's gonna drive me crazy. All right, here we go with card number 3. And do you see what we're using for our, yes, gelato. Thank you, Linda. That's what it's called. I don't know why I am sleep deprived. That's probably why. All right, adorable owls. All right, I've been seeing some orders come in today. And you guys, this is the fan favorite of the freebie for Sale-A-Bration, at least for you guys ordering so far. You're getting other things too, but this is the one that everyone definitely has. So how you get this is you have to place a $50 order, and then you can come into this fun little brochure and go to page 4, and here's where you're gonna find the adorable owl set. You just type in that number, and then you will get that free also. So this is it's just an adorable set. There's all there is to say. The name even says it. There's 3 cute little owls. There's 3 sentiments. They say, my friend, it's your day, and hoot, hoot, you're so cute. Now, of course, you can use these owls with all kinds of different sentiments or our new alphabet dies. There's so many things you can do with this card or with this stamp set. So this card, so yesterday I made the sample. I had made a card similar to this, but I was recreating it, and I cut the second set for today, and then without even thinking, I started assembling it. So this card should go really quick. So for this card, we're going to be using, let's flip it over, Fresh Freesia, this very light lavender color paper. I love this cardstock, and you'll just go ahead and fold that in half. And then you're gonna get a strip of this beautiful paper. It's 1.5 by 5.5, and this is also a Sale-A-Bration pack, a paper. And I showed this last week. It's the same pack that we used to create the bag and this. I love it. It's a humongous pack of paper, huge. I'm trying to grab it without having everything else fall right now. It's right here. So it's a ginormous stack of paper, and it's called the Dandy Designs. And there's all these different beautiful papers for spring, just so many fun things. Now, how you get this paper is with a $100 order. So every $100, if you put a $100 order, then you can get the paper too. So if you want the owls and the paper, you need to place $150. Remember, at $150, you can get Stampin' Rewards, or you can get the boho machine and join my team too. So, I mean, you have a lot of choices and options there. But you wouldn't get the Sale-A-Bration things, though, at that point. You only get the Sale-A-Bration things when you actually place orders. So I should point that out. But anyway, this is the Sale-A-Bration paper, free with a $100 order. Okay. I'm sorry I'm going on and on about the paper, but I've gone through like a whole pack of it already. In your kit, you will get a stylish shape. It's a circle, and so that's where you're going to stamp your owl, and then a little piece here. So the owl that I am going to stamp is this one right here that's flying. And since I'm going to use my Stampin' Blends, you're going to want a Memento ink pad to do that, because that won't bleed with your Stampin' Blends. So look at, I already started doing this again. I wasn't thinking completely. We're also going to use a Fresh Freesia ink pad for the words. And then I need a So Saffron and a Pool Party. So I colored, I'm going to use these to color this owl. I used the light Pool Party to color the eyes in. And then I used the light So Saffron and I colored the beak and the feet. They're just very subtle with this yellow. If you can color any colors that you want. Then I took the crumb cake. So I have my light and dark crumb cake, and then I have this color. This is one of the skin tones, and it says SU 500. So it's one of our skin tones, and I like the skin tones because I use them to color a lot of animals as well. So I'm taking the light though first. I'm going to show you how I color my owl. I'm going to go around here, and then this is with the light crumb cake. I'm just going to fill this in. And then on this part, I'm going to do with the light too. Next, I'm going to go in with my dark crumb cake, and I'm going to go along here. Oops, that's the wrong side. And then over here, I'm going to just draw a little line and up here. Okay, now I'm going to pick it up because it looks kind of weird, right? So that's what it looks like right now. Then I'm going to take my light one, and I'm going to do little small circular motions and kind of blend that in. And just keep going over until it's all blended in. And then look at it. Then it looks like that. So cool. These markers seem like magic. All right, next up, I'm going to take this color and I'm going to color in all the rest that's white. So do this. Okay. As long as I've been a demonstrator, we've had different little owls or 8-owl or even owl stamp sets, but the owls have been significantly smaller, or they've been very like realistic looking. And not that I'm like opposed to realistic, but if you know me and follow me, you know I like cute stuff. So when I saw this set, I was super excited. Super excited, since we are the Owl Star Stampers. All right, so now I have this colored in, but what I did is I took and I went over and just added another layer of color around some of this. And then down here by the like little wing, and then over here. So I did that. And then I even took the dark crumb cake, and in those same spots, I just added a little bit more color. So you can even blend in like other shades. Don't be afraid to blend with your markers. And then you can get real fancy and go in with your light one, because I went over the line a little bit there, so I'm gonna just kind of blend that in and blend a little bit up here and over here. I don't normally do all this blending on camera, but it's really fun and it doesn't take a lot of time, and that's how you really learn how to use your markers. So let me pull this up close so you can see what this owl looks like now. Now he's not just one flat color. He has a little bit of shades, a little shade range in there. And there's our cute little owl. So we're gonna pop him up there with some dimensionals. And all right, I'm gonna put 3. And then we're going to stamp our sentiment. And we're going to do the hoot hoot, you're so cute. Yes, this is the finished out, the card I showed you. I'm going to use what is right in the stamp set with the fresh Freesia ink. And then you'll have a little strip of paper to stamp your sentiment on. A little strip of white. Uh-oh. And mine looks a little crooked, so I'm going to hand cut it. My stamp is a little off center. So I'm just going to fix it. There we go. And now I'm going to put a dimensional on the one end and then my tape on the other, because I don't want it, it's going to go here, so I don't want a dimensional to pop this up. I only want the end of it. So I'm going to put this here like that. Close this up. Oh, Brenda, I'm so glad that that was helpful for you. I should do that more often, because I'm glad that was helpful with the blends. I love your feedback. Okay, so now the next thing you're going to want to do is get some white baker's twine or linen thread. And again, I am not including the thread in these make and takes because you guys order and probably have a ton of it yourself. Although, do you think I could find the white? Yep, here it is. So you're just going to want to make a little bow with one of your baker's twines or linen threads, and then we're going to put it down with a mini glue dot. So we have this tied, and then we're going to cut this. All right. Then we're going to grab our little mini glue dot, and we are going to stick this down over here like that. And then you're going to go take your little gems you have here, and this fresh freesia will match perfectly, so that's really fun. And we're going to stamp these, or not stamp, but place these here. And then I'm going to take a couple of the smaller ones and put them down here. And so this is our card. Can you really see like the colors now when I like turn it, like how they kind of pop? So there's that card, and here's this one. On this one, I put one of the little gems there because I had more room. I kind of cut this one down. But there is some of that. If you just hopped on, yes, I'm in the Eastern time zone, so you can go ahead and watch the replay, or, you know, when we're done to see what we showed. And I'll show a recap at the end, but I have been showing some tips and tricks and all that. Hopefully is helpful for some of you. But here's our third card using the Adorable Owl stamp set and the Dandy paper, both Sale-A-Bration choices. Okay, I'm glad you guys like that one. All right, our last card. So normally for the last several months, I only do 3 cards for the virtual, but it's a special time right now, so we're going to do one more card. So hopefully that's okay with you guys. So our last card, we are featuring more new products. Shocking. We are going to also be using the new, this is the Cane Weave Embossing Folder, and it's a 3D one. It's super cool. So we're using that, and we're going to be using the Love Cats stamp set. Now, I think this stamp set's really cute, but you could also use the owls in place of it if you wanted, or any animal. So you can make this card with anything anyway. But I'm going to use this, and I like this one where it's hanging with a heart, and it says head over heels about you. This is the one we're going to use today. Hi there, Valentine, and I love hanging out with you. So I love that with this. Let me show you where it's at in our catalog. And it is on page 13, right next to the Share a Milkshake. So there is that stamp set, and it's $21 and it's clean. So we just did an event. I just had a challenge with my team, and they could create some cards, and this was a stamp set that we featured, and I thought I had the cards here. I was going to show you. So anyway, we made 4 cards with this stamp set, but well, I have maybe 2 of them here, 2 more of them. But anyway, I'll show you the cards. But this is one of the cards right here. All right, so you're gonna get these pieces right here. So you will get, again, I'm using that same gingham paper. So you'll get 2 pieces of that. This one we're gonna cut in half. And then, I don't know why I have 2 of those. You'll get a circle and a scalloped contour, little scallop rectangle. And then this piece here. And if you don't have the new embossing folder, you can use any one you want. But that one is really cool. So you'll want to emboss your own piece. And then we're using thick white. And that embossing folder is, let me show you. It is on page 69. Whoops, that's not the right one. It's on page 31. I was going to say, I thought it was closer to the front. That was a different one. So it's right here on page 31, and it's $10 for the cane weave embossing folder. All right, let's put this together. This is just a sweet little card that's really fun. And so for this card, you are going to want soft suede ink. Do I have, yeah, I was like, do I have that? Soft suede ink is what you'll want, which we use on the Milkshake card. And then you are gonna want, I use some linen thread. So you can grab linen thread, or you could use white, whatever you want. All right, so do this. We're going to add our petal pink. This is petal pink. This is gonna go down. Okay, so there's that. And then on your scallops, you're gonna take the bigger designer paper, and this should fit right in here. We'll have it cut for you for your make and take packet. So we're gonna just add this in here, like so. Now this piece, because when I cut this, there's like kind of like some little scraps. So this is kind of like a little hack to save some paper. So I'm going to give you like a piece like this. But what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to cut it in half. I'm just eyeballing it. And then we're going to add it to the sides like here. So then this piece is going to cover that. Do you see that? So you can totally cut a whole strip across for 4. But because this pack is a 6x6 and I have like these little pieces left over, that's my way to save paper and still use it anyway. So when you get this little piece, just cut it in half and then just pull it apart, and you can have it still peeking out behind your little focal point anyway. So now I'm gonna just kind of like go right across and put it down over there. So that's what that looks like now. Does everyone understand? So everyone gets that part, right? Then this piece, we will, gosh, I haven't even done any stamping yet. Normally I do my stamping right away. I got so excited about putting the card together. All right, here's this. And we'll put this down here. Just put it right in the center. So there we go. All right, so there's, hopefully yours is straight. Mine looks a little not straight. Maybe it is. Okay, grab your circle and then your little strip to do your words, and then your stamp set. What did I do with it? Right here. Okay, I'm going to use this one right here that says head over heels about you. And Are you looking for the dies? Okay, I think I have them right here. I almost said. I got them back here. Oh.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so we're going to take this cat and stamp it. Now, this is more of a like solid image, so you might want to use your Stamparatus to make sure you get like a full image of your stamp. Anyway, I'm looking for my owl set to put my words away. Okay. I'm just gonna try to hopefully get it on the first try. So I like kind of flip my stamp over and see if it's all inked up, and sometimes I move it around my pad because sometimes the ink isn't like dispersed evenly, especially if I've just re-inked it, because I don't take the time to. My hands are filthy dirty. I guess I better go wash them after this video. Okay, so here we go. Whoops, I did not mean to close that. Okay, so now we have our cat inked up. Again, you can use the owls, you can use we have farm animals, whatever you want. Go ahead and stamp it on your circle here. And voila, we have this little thing right here. Isn't that so cute? Okay. I should have used the owls to show you the difference. You know what? No, I won't. I won't. I'm already at an hour, but you can, and it would look really cute. Okay, then on this strip here, we're going to stamp our sentiment. We have a piece of hair. It says head over heels over about you. Okay. And now we can finish our card up. Okay, I'm going to close the ink pad and pull these little pieces in. So this one, we're going to add 2 dimensionals. So again, every week this month, I'm going to bring you a class, and a class where you can also get the make and takes for free sent to you. So then the little sentiment, we're just going to, you can cut banners if you want. You can cut it straight. You can cut the words out, or you can do it, I don't know why I like to do it kind of at an angle a lot of the time. And we're going to add 2 more dimensionals on the back. And then we're almost done. We just got 2. This is why my desk is a mess. See how I just like push that out of the way? Yep. Okay, so then this is going to go here. Then you're going to take your linen thread. And again, use whatever linen thread or baker's twine you have. This will not be in your packet. If I sound like a broken record, it's because I want to make sure everyone hears me. Okay, I'm going to take 2 strands. So just take 2, like fold it over twice and make your bow like normal. So this is going to be a double bow. So just do 2. And then once you have it through, we are going, so I just had 2 pieces together, and then I'm pulling the ends down, and I will trim the ends. I'm glad you like the colors, the petal pink and the soft suede. Okay, so then we have our little bow here, and grab your little mini glue dot, and we're gonna put the little bow over here like that. And then the last thing is you can take your little gems here, and you can use the white one, and you can like fill one in the heart or sprinkle them on, or you can also take your petal pink or a pale, this is actually pale papaya, I grabbed the wrong color, and you could color one in to like tint it a little bit if you wanted. This one I'm just going to keep it white and grab my take your pick tool and put one of the little white ones in the heart there. I just put one in the heart. Or you know what? I'm going to do this one a little different. I'm going to put 3 of these on here, and I'm going to color the heart in, so you just to show you something different. Okay, so I put 3 little gems, 1, 2, 3, and then a little heart. You can grab your Petal Pink marker, your Stampin' Blend in Petal Pink, and you can color that in like that. Okay, so there's our last card. Isn't that embossing folder so cool? I'm probably going to use that embossing folder a lot, so you might want to just get it. Now this one, I added the little white one, and I colored it with the marker and just put it there. So you can do it different ways if you want the little dots there. So there's that. So there's our 4th card. So again, let me show you all of the cards that we just made. We did the cat one with the love cats. We did the adorable owl card right here. And again, check out those mad coloring skills. I'm being a little sarcastic. Here's a Sale-A-Bration set in paper on this card. Then we did the Share a Milkshake card right here with the bundle we're featuring this month for Card Club. So there's that card. And then we started it off with the Country Bouquet. Now remember, this one has the coordinating punch that goes with it. It's on the front of the book. And we made this one right here. This says, I just wanted to say I love you. So if you would like to get these cards again, here's the host code. You have until Sunday to get your order in. You'll get the make and takes with at least $35 order, but with 50, that's what I really, really recommend, at least 50, because you're going to get these. You're going to get to pick a Sale-A-Bration item, and you're going to get an $8 thank you gift from me as well. Plus, I'm going to ship it to you. You don't pay shipping. I'm going to ship you this stuff to you, my packet to you. Now, if you go over 100, then you can pick 2 items, or you can pick that paper. If you go to 150, then do not use the code, so you get the Stampin' Rewards, and I will still send you all of my my little goodies in the mail. Now remember, you have to have your own stamps and ink. If you don't have what I use, you can substitute with something different. So so you can use what you have, absolutely. So let me just pull you back up here, and so I can see you. Linda said, don't make us choose. I love them all. I'm glad you guys like them. Mary just ordered the Milkshake bundle. I wasn't sure about the Milkshake. I wasn't sure, not that I didn't like it, but I didn't anticipate how much I actually love it now. Like, I have just made so many cards. Oh, the little cat, I was going to show you these too. So I have a few more cards to show you with that cat set too. So we had, look at this one right here. It says, I just love hanging out with you. And then this one, hey there, Valentine. So some other cute cards with that set. There's another one too that I think I left in the other side. So again, I hope you've had fun with our January virtual class. You can order any products out of here. You can get freebies, and I'm giving you freebies too. So I hope you've had a fun afternoon with me. Again, please use this host code or the link if you want to get the make and takes from me. You have until Sunday. I will see you, if not before, next week with another class, another virtual class with totally different cards. We have some really great products in here, And so I can't wait to showcase them all month long, well, and next month too. And I will be designing a Valentine's Day stamp camp, so I'm super excited about that. So you can be looking forward to that as well. If you have any questions on how you can get one of these boho blue machines, and you have any questions about that, please reach out to me and I will try to help you. Just remember tonight I will be at a basketball game. And so if I don't answer you right away, it's because I am cheering on my son in the high school team. But I will get back to you as soon as I can. So, and always email is the best way to get me if I do not answer you. So, have a great day. Have a great, I almost said Wednesday because I'm so used to Wednesday. Have a great Thursday. And I will talk to you guys. I'll see you guys later. Happy first day of the new catalog, everyone. See you later. Bye.